I'm back with my post-war awards Hawthorne project. There's been a time lapse between when I actually filmed the before video and when I uploaded it here, so I didn't get this done since yesterday. This took me about a week, kind of moderately paced working on it. I wouldn't say casually working on it, but I wouldn't say I was nose to the grindstone on it either. But yeah, I was definitely pretty well dedicated to it for about a week. Replaced the rear fender braces, pounded out all the dents in both fenders, basically with a block of wood and a large round-headed hammer. I just worked it like an arm-powered planishing hammer to work out all the dents in the fenders, and they actually, they're rusty as heck like the rest of the bike, but they actually got to be pretty darn straight. And my emergency brake handle's working real good. That's kind of a neat thing here. I had talked about in the first video how I was going to put an e-brake handle on there, and what we got here is this is well, first off, we'll start with the handle. This is a PTO drive type farm and implement handle off of a unknown tractor or something like that. It's got a clevis pin, or a fork for a clevis here, and got a curved rod. Adds a little bit of style to there, also adding extra frame clearance. I opted to go for a curved rod, spend a few extra minutes on it or whatever, so that way I got a larger hole to work with to put an engine in there or something if somebody wants to do that down the line or whatever, because I'm sure I'm not probably going to keep this all that long. Once I take it to the bike show, I'll probably put it on the market. And then here we got the brake unit itself is a 1/4 inch thick piece of steel. This is a tractor tine. This is actually the part of the curlicue. I'll back off and show what I mean. It would be a part of a curlicue. That part is what would dig into the ground to churn the earth for rototilling the field, or however you want to put it. And it had a nice shape. It had a nice just overall shape to it, the way it fit there. It had a radius bottom to it, and the arch had already fit the tire pretty well. And I used the hinge here. This is a spring-loaded door hinge. It's been welded to the frame and welded to the everything there. And so here we give her a pull back, and as you can see, it pushes the flap against there very well. And it's nice that the hinge is spring loaded, so that it's self-returning. The bars were something I had laying around. I was kind of back and forth about their look at first, but it turned out to be kind of a unique styling that works. It may not be it wouldn't have been my first choice in handlebars, but it turned out to be a very working, functional setup. I've been riding it around like this, and it's actually great to be able to grab here and stand up and power across intersections with almost a mountain bike geometry-like feeling when standing up and powering and pumping left to right across an intersection here. But then when sitting back, grabbing for that cruiser end of the handle, it's real comforting. So functionally, I really like them. And you just don't have that center grab feeling quite the same on a set of standard cruiser type bars. Yeah, you can kind of grab towards the center, but like I say, it isn't quite the same hand fitment where it's really intended to really pump left and right with the mountain bike type feel there. The rear Bendix hub is something that I recently rebuilt. I picked this up from a guy I know in the bike community here, helped me out with that. Super clean on the inside, functions excellent. I was just going to stick a freewheel on here at first and just have it, you know, handbrake only, but then I felt that could be kind of dangerous. Since I know I'll probably sell it, I'd rather just have a coaster brake on there when it goes out the door. I did replace these rear fender braces with some that I had laying around, so I do have some shiny aluminum rivets on there. I had to attach it. There's nothing I could do about it. I didn't really care for them being that clean either, but whatever. I guess that's just the way it goes. The chain is a KMC chain from the 80s, from a 80s BMX bike, and that was also kind of a lucky score, because there again, you know, I don't want a shiny chain on here. I want it to kind of fit the rest of what's going on here, and you know, it has no tight links. It was rusted nice and evenly, but still functioning quite well. So that was also kind of I mean, you know, it just seems like when you want a rusty chain, you can't find one anywhere, especially one that, you know, doesn't have tight and binding links. But when you don't want a rusty chain, it seems they're on every bike you look at. The seat post was also something custom I did. You'll notice that seat really hangs off the back there, and I made a short L-shaped post. I welded you can't actually see it, but I welded a piece on as an L shape, so that way the seat gut is inverted, and I can slide that all the way back to have the post basically right jammed up in the crux of the front of the seat frame there. That really kind of added that, I don't know, kind of board tractor feel to the seating arrangement. Not real heavily, but you know, there's a little inspiration there. So I think that pretty much covers it. Thanks for having a look.